What's up everybody, Adam Reed here from Radical Media, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys one way to make your Instagram unique. Roll the intro. So the reason why you want to make your Instagram unique is because it is now your virtual online portfolio that everyone is going to look at before they hire you, before they ask you to take some photos for them or make a video for them. Basically, it's your online resume. So it needs to be on point and good and looking unique and different. One way we're going to do that is we're going to make one photo stretch across 9 tiles so that when you click onto my profile, it's going to have one photo, but it's really 9 photos. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that in Photoshop. So I've got this image here, it's really nice, it's high quality. By the way, it has to be really high quality, so shoot in RAW if your camera can, or just shoot in the highest quality possible that your camera can. And I'm just gonna get straight into this. I'm gonna quickly edit this photo. I'm gonna go over another video in depth how I edit my photos and get the certain look that I get. Basically, I'm just gonna rush through this, so Control Shift Alt and Control Shift Alt E, copies and pastes it, and then just so then I have another layer in case. And I want a curves, drag this into view for you guys. Curves, I bring the blacks up, and then I bring them down, and then I bring these back up, and then I'll bring that back up a bit. Then I want blue. I'm basically going to do the exact same thing to the blue, but keep the shadows up, and maybe keep the mid-tones up, but bring the highlights down slightly. I want these shadows to be more blue. Red, actually I'm going to increase the reds in the highlights and decrease them in the shadows. And then green, we're going to make the shadows less green, but not by too much. And we're going to make the highlights a bit greener to get these leaves here nice and vibrant. That is it for that. Then I just want to grab a vibrance layer. Basically what I like to do, I like to desaturate it and then increase the vibrance. It just makes it look nicer in my opinion. I just really like that look. So desaturate it, increase the vibrance, and like you get those colors to pop, but not too much, but they're still really nice to look at. So you can see without it, the greens are kind of fluorescent a little bit, and I don't like it being fluorescent. Added on, it takes out that, but it still keeps the colors. Now I just want to increase the contrast a tad bit, and then now I'm going to go Control Shift Alt N, Control Shift Alt E, copy and paste it, Control Shift U, desaturate it, go to your layer styles, click overlay. It's going to look terrible, don't worry, don't freak out. Head up to filter, go other, high pass, and basically what this does, it sharpens it. I leave it at that, and then I'm just going to go Control J, which is going to duplicate it. It's a bit too sharp for me, so I'm just going to lower down the opacity a bit to where I want it. 50% is fine. Control Shift Alt N E, paste the original photo with all the effects on. Then I'm going to go filter, camera raw filter. And the reason why I like camera raw filter is I can head over here and I can make these blues nice and teal, because I like the teal blues more than dark blues. And I'm going to increase the reds just slightly in saturation. Now I'm going to make it a bit bluer in the temperature, because this was shot in the morning and it was cold, and the clashing of the blue and the red gives a really nice effect. And I'm going to bump up this clarity a lot. Now clarity does increase the amount of grain. As you can see, it's kind of increasing that there. That's okay, because I'm going to head to detail. I'm just going to bring the luminance up a tad bit, not too much. Now kind of go on just slightly. I didn't mean to click there. Oh god. Anyway, that's all I want to do. I'm going to click OK, and boom, there we go. I really like this style, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to go Control Alt Shift N E just to get a new layer. Now that your photo is edited as well as you can, that was really quick, so if you don't like it, and it's just because it was really quick, the square photos on Instagram are 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels, and we're making 9 of them. Next to that, go up to File, New. If you're wondering why this looks a little bit weird, it's because it is Adobe Photoshop 2017 CC, like the spring update or whatever it is, so it looks a little bit different. So the width is 1080, height is 1080, resolution is at 300, which is the highest that we want. And you make sure to tick artboards. It may be in a drop down menu in the older versions. Make sure that is ticked, and then go create. Now we have this one artboard. That is one photo. So what we're going to want to do, make sure the artboard is selected, hold down Alt and drag it to the side and drop it directly next to it. And do that. And then now I'm going to select all 3 of these layers and hold down Alt and drag them down. And then I'm going to hold down Alt again and drag them down again. Now essentially, what we have created is the 9 separate photos that we're going to upload to Instagram. So head back over to the original image, grab that layer that we have created by going Control Shift and Control Shift E, so then you have all of the effects, and then bring it over and just drag and drop it on there. Just go yes. Alright, now we're going to want to zoom out. Control T brings up the transform tool. I'm going to drag it so then it's just going to fit into here. You are going to lose a slight bit of your image because it is going to end up creating a square image. If you just did 2 by 6, so these 2 rows and these 3 columns, then it would be a 16 by 9 image, but I want 9 to make it as big as possible. That's perfect. Now I'm not going to worry too much about this side of the tree because I don't really mind that being cut off, and I don't really mind this part being cut off, and Tiny here directly in this third down here, which is perfect. And I'm just going to click enter. Now what we're going to do from here, we have to drag this layer, the photo layer, onto each of these artboards, or else it'll think that there's no image on any of the artboards. So how we're just going to do that, just hold down Alt and drag it into the artboard. Do this for every single one. And as you can see, it's highlighting the artboards that we are copying this onto. Let me just close these up so then I can get to the rest of them. Just dragging and dropping it onto the artboard layers, and done. Now if we head back up and select the original photo layer and click delete, now we have all of these separate artboards with the image on them. Now you're done. It's just ready to export. It's as easy as that. It's super simple and it's going to look sweet. We're going to go File, Export, Export as. As you can see here, it has loaded all of the artboards individually with their individual photo on those artboards, which is perfect size, 1x, definitely. 1080 by 1080. I'm going to make this JPEG instead of PNG, quality at 100% obviously, and we are done. Click export all, choose where you want to export them. I'm just going to export them to my desktop, and you're done. It's as easy as that. So these are the photos on my desktop. We've got them all in their separate things. These are going to be all separate images posted to Instagram. It's super simple, super easy. And the reason why you want to do this, go the extra mile to make your Instagram look good. 1, to get dem hearts flying so then you feel good about yourself. And 2, so people go, wow, look at this guy. Look at the effort that he's putting into this. He's clearly, truly passionate about what he does. So obviously he's going to be good for the job. Or it's also a good way to just get Instagram followers and get people to see your work, because Instagram thinks that you've uploaded 9 photos in one day when you really just uploaded 1, so they actually promote it a lot. When I posted this photo onto Instagram, I got heaps of likes from people that don't follow me on Instagram, so it's a good way to actually get followers because they promote your work. But one thing you want to make sure you do is in each of the photos have the same description, and in the description state, check out my profile to see the full image and things like that. So then they actually click on your profile and then they see it, and then they'll look at your other work and then they'll click that follow button if they like your work, which they should, because everyone's work is pretty awesome most of the time. Now when you upload these photos, you want to upload them from the bottom right to the top left, so it is a good idea to have the original photo in front of you so you can make sure that you're uploading it correctly. The only issue with this is next time when you post one photo, they're all going to be shifted across and then they won't be in line, which is kind of a bummer, but every 3 photos it will be in line. But whatever, I still think it looks pretty sweet. That is going to do for today, guys. Leave a like and comment down below if you want me to go in depth about my editing and why I edit my photos this way, and just little tips and tricks and things like that in Photoshop, because I probably will be making a future video. And just let me know if there's anything you want me to focus on, because I want to be making content that is going to be helping you guys, not just random content that you're not really going to care about. That is going to do for me today, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will go out and create photos like this and post them on Instagram and get them hearts flowing. Imagine if your Instagram was purely all these 9x9 photos. That would be dope. I would love to see someone do that. I reckon that would be sweet. Be different, definitely. But yeah, that's it. I will see you in the next video. Catches.